All right, one more video. The purpose of this video is to show you how to make a works cited page using the easybib.com. Okay? So on our rubric, you'll see that you're required to make a works cited page. It's worth 30 points. You need a minimum of 6 different sources. So you should have your 5 source sheets, and then you should have at least one from your background knowledge paragraph. It needs to be in correct MLA format. It'll be in alphabetical order. And to set it up, these are just some clues to help you remember that the first line will be left aligned, and then the second one is tabbed, which is opposite of what you would normally do for a paper. Okay, we're going to use the cloning example that we had from the Bing Bang Bongo. You'll notice that this is set up with the MLA format. One thing to keep in mind also is that the font size should be 12 point, and it should be in Arial or Times New Roman. If you try a fancier font, it makes it really difficult to read, and it's technically not in MLA format. So if we go down to the end of the paper, the last page should be the works cited, so you might have to adjust it as you're typing. You'll see that, again, the first line is left aligned, the second is tabbed. You'll also notice that it is in alphabetical order. Oh, this one got messed up. Sometimes you have to break up those longer URLs, okay? All right, so you should have been collecting your URLs as you were going along. You only need to use the URLs that you've actually included or cited in your paper. So find those. You'll go one at a time. Start at easybib.com. It already starts you on the MLA 8, which we'll be using. Copy and paste your URL and ask it to cite. It takes a minute for it to go through the process, and then it's going to ask you some additional information once you actually ask to cite it, right? Continue to final step, so you're always looking for that orange. It already has the author's name here, so I just ask it to cite. Unfortunately, it does ask us now to view advertising. I believe if we say we're under 13, we can avoid that. Okay? So then it will take us right to your in-text site, or your works cited. Okay? So you could copy it here, or copy and paste it there, either way. And then we're going to go to our works cited page. Again, we're 12 point, Arial or Times New Roman. The first line should say works cited, it's centered, and then you switch back to left align. Since we don't know when you're first starting out what the alphabetical order will be, because it's depending on that first line of each one, I would just, start, and then you can put it in alphabetical order after. So if I'm here and attempt to tab over, Google Docs for some reason tabs the first line. So what you need to do is go to that second line and then press enter and then tab, and then it will take it over. The next thing we need to do, and you could do this a couple of different ways, we need to break up this URL. So you could break it up and put it back here, or I would allow you to just, adjust this one. So we'll do this way, which will, oops, forgot to enter tab, okay? I think that will be a lot easier for us, okay? So we're going to go back and find the second one. Copy and paste. Go to easybib. Enter your URL. Ask it to cite. Wait a minute. Keep following the orange. The They already found the author's name and all the other information. We don't have to go through the citation. We copy and paste. Again, you could do it either way. We'll go back to your paper. Copy and paste it there. Again, once we go to that second line, the first line stays left aligned, the second is tabbed in. So you go enter first and then tab, okay? We have an odd extra space there, okay? Alright, so our next one is a news ELA. I don't know that many of us use that, but some people did. Oops. This one can be a little tricky. So we copy and paste. We'll recognize this is the one that we were looking for. But for this one, it's asking us for additional information. So we're going to need to go to that URL and see if we can find the information. Okay. So we don't have an author. It just says the news ELA staff. But we do have a title. So we can copy and paste it here. Or you could have copied and pasted it from, where is it? I thought, well, that was on a previous page. All right, so we're going to put the title in here. We don't have an author, so we're going to leave that blank. The website title, we can put Newzilla. Okay, and there we have. Copy and paste. Next line. And we didn't enter and tab that one. Oh, we've got it twice. Sorry. Enter tab. All right, I'm not sure why that didn't underline the whole thing, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, let's see if we have another. This is our last one. This one came from the Michigan Electronic Library. So you can do it a couple of ways. You could still go through the EasyBeb process. Again, you have to wait. But it's asking for additional information. What you could do is go right to that source. And if you remember when I was showing you the mel.org, what's really nice about their sources is that at the bottom, they complete that citation for you. So you can just copy and paste it from there. And back to your, sorry about the squeaky chair. Enter tab. Enter tab. Again, that's not underlining, but we're not going to worry about that. So the next thing we need to do is put this in alphabetical order. All right, so I see a B first, so I'm going to move that one. I'm going to just cut it. All right, next one would be C. Okay, because we start with that first line is what needs to go alphabetically. Again, I'm going to cut it. Okay, these are only 4, but that kind of shows you the process. All right, so that example took me about 9 minutes with a lot of talking in between. Make sure you do complete that works cited page. It is worth 30 points. And it also, if you don't, it will result in you technically plagiarizing. So it's worth the effort because you would get your paper returned otherwise. Okay? Good luck.